Welcome back to another Star Wars The Old Republic Let's Play. I am still continuing on the Mercenary storyline. We had gotten to the Imperial Fleet in the last video. I went ahead and edited that out because, well, there's a lot of people and it's around the holidays and they kept throwing snowballs at me and there were little snowflakes just falling off. I really didn't like it too much. But now we are on Droman Kos, and we are about to check in at this arrival console. If you've noticed, I have new armor on. You'll get to see it a little closer up in the video, or the cutscene video.
Ugh, spaceports all smell the same. Engine exhaust, coolant fluid, and spacers who haven't bathed in a week. Let's get out of this stink. Whatever the rest of Droman Kos is like, the air has got to be fresher than in here.
I would have figured you'd been to Droman Kos before.
Braden and I moved around a lot when we first got together, but we never made it here. Just a reminder, this is an Imperial world, which means rules, rules, and more rules. If we tweak the local authorities, they can make life really hard.
My goal is to join the Great Hunt. That's it.
Still, let's try to keep a low profile. Come on, the Mandalorian Enclave is in the Citadel. Our contact is someone named Krista Marcon.
And there you have it. We are going to the Mandalorian Enclave, which actually the armor I'm wearing is Mandalorian armor. It's Mandalorian Seeker armor. After this world, I may end up changing my graphics back to low shader, very low shader, because everything kind of has a sheen on it. Like my armor and everything is not super detailed, even though the graphics on it aren't that bad. Right now the settings they're pretty good settings, but I'm just not 100% feeling it. But I'll continue playing around and maybe change my mind, maybe not. I do also have two new blaster pistols. They are the Star Forged type. They looked really cool with the armor. I had to get them. And this armor is modded armor, so there are modifications on it. I have it set up for a type of a damage build.
Ready for departure. Enjoy
Let's
your
see.
stay.
Do a little fast travel with the speeder. I do kind of like the look of Droman Kos. It is definitely somewhere, if I were in this universe and I was born into the Imperial controlled areas, I'd probably live here. But then also I would hope that I'd be force sensitive, because, you know, well, you tend not to live very long when it comes to dealing with Sith. They kill you because a lot of them are psychopathic murderers. I wouldn't want that.
Try to be more careful.
We are coming up to the actual city here, the city of Kos. Some really big flags. I love these statues. There's a lot of statues around here. It's a pretty big city.
Wow, that must be the Citadel. That's the center of the universe as far as the universe is concerned.
Pretty big citadel. I like how they got the ship in the background, and then you got the fighters flying by every once in a while. Got the military in formation. I think that's some sort of trading sector. I'm not going to hit that up. Stronghold, don't need to worry about that. A couple vendors off to our right there. There's one of those Life Day gift droids. Like I said, it's the holiday season, and well, they've got all sorts of activities kind of like that around. I don't really participate in that too much. Let's take a speeder to the Citadel. We're gonna have to go to the Mandalorian sector. which fortunately is highlighted for us. I've always liked the Mandalorians ever since I played Knights of the Old Republic. This game has a really strong feel of playing the Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2. Whenever I'd play my Jedi character or Sith character or whatever I was playing, I'd have the Mandalorian armor similar to what that guy was wearing. Of course, it does limit your force abilities in that game, but that's okay because usually I was like a melee type. I didn't really focus on force skills. Let's see, some new skills here. A fusion missile and a shield. All right. Let's see, adjust a little bit. Put these in the right spot. I want to use this energy shield more often, so I'm putting it in that spot. And yep, just move everything down. This is an activation type, so it takes a minute to activate. I'll play with it a little bit to see how I like it, but I'll probably end up moving it towards the end since I tend to stick more towards the instantaneous type of skills. I don't like to have to wait for a skill to build up.
And then I told him, "You think that's cold? You should see what I did to the Gamorrean. I never saw a Rhodian run so fast in my..." Whoa. Hello, handsome. You here to sweep me off my feet?
We are here for the Great Hunt. We've been sponsored by Nemro the Hutt.
Ooh, what's this? Got yourself a pet? Little sister, maybe? It's not enough to hold a real man's interest anyway.
Mako's my backup. That's all you need to know.
Didn't mean anything. It's just rare we get any fresh meat in here worth putting on the grill.
Can you change the subject already?
Oh, don't get your blaster jammed. You probably ain't gonna like what I'm about to tell you. But there's nothing I can do about it, understand? There's one spot left open in the Great Hunt, and over 3 dozen hunters who got sponsorships.
It's okay. I brought over 3 dozen rounds of ammo.
I just bet you did. I hope you can back up that kind of talk. The Huntmaster himself will explain how we're gonna sort things out. Head into the main room and show some respect. When the Huntmaster's done talking, come on back in here. I'll be handling you from here on out.
Well, looks like getting into the Great Hunt might be a little more difficult than we originally thought. But that's alright. We will adapt and overcome.
Quiet! Quiet, you dogs! The Huntmaster is about to speak. Pay attention and show some respect for once in your lives. You heard the Huntmaster. You're competing for the last spot in the Great Hunt by taking down 3 bounties on Droman Kos.
You expect us to hunt here with Imperials crawling all over us and Sith?
Never met anybody who's blaster-proof.
The jungles here are secluded and dark. We'll have all the privacy we need.
For all you overblown, useless, no-talent cowards, we installed a handy exit door. Use it now! The rest of you, the real hunters, go see your handlers. They'll get you oriented to the planet and assign you 3 unique bounties. Everyone who takes down all 3 of their bounties wins a spot in the final melee. Anyone who doesn't get all 3 is out.
Hunting on Droman Kos? That's suicide. I'm grabbing the first shuttle out of here. I suggest you do the same, friend.
I want into the Great Hunt, and this is the only way.
And watch your back. It's not the jungles that are dangerous on Droman Kos. It's the people. I'm done here. May your quarry fall before you, Hunter.
Well, what are you standing around for? Back to your handler. That's Krista for you, new blood.
Alright. Alright, let's go talk to our handler and get our bounties.
A dozen cowards just scurried out of here. Probably won't stop till Drummond Cass is light years behind him. You understand the basics, right? 3 bounties, hardest targets on Drummond Cass. Gotta get all 3 to qualify for the final melee.
Enough standing around. Who are my bounties?
Now let's see who your first target is. Whoa, this can't be right. You got enemies among the Mandalorians or something?
Just Taro Blood, the Mandalorian who killed Brayden. What'd he do?
What's the job?
I wouldn't wish this bounty on anybody. Gotta play the hand you're dealt, though. The target's a Republic noble named Valtaka. He got captured during an Imperial raid, brought back here, and sold into slavery by mistake.
Didn't think the Republic had an aristocracy.
Law of the galaxy. Anywhere somebody with a fancy name can step on somebody without one, they will.
Altaka's slave group was building a big old statue in the jungle. The slaves rebelled and took over the site. Nobody can get in there. We don't even know if he's still alive. If he is, the family will pay big.
I've been looking to earn some real credits for a change.
Well, now's your chance. Assuming you can ever find the guy. The slaves got themselves a tent camp near that statue they never finished. If Altaka's still kicking, he's probably somewhere in there. Before you go, meet your new best friend. The S-86K full-gauge carbonite armor upgrade. You can't shoot a fella with this while he's springing around. It's too slow to charge up. But once that fella ain't resisting, say, after a good long beating, the S-86K will freeze him for transport.
I do love getting new toys.
I expect you'll have plenty of chances to play with that one. You find that Republic noble fella and claim that first bounty, then hurry it on back here as fast as you can.
And we have our first target. Leveled up. Let's see if we get anything from it. Oh, wrong way. Ah, the heroic moment skill. Oh, yeah, here we go. Unload. Just pretty much a spray of blaster fire. I will definitely be using this one frequently. The heroic moments are the special skills you get after completing the storylines of other characters. Legacy Project from the Jedi Knight, Force Lightning from the Sorcerer, Force Sweep. Actually, I take that back. The first one was from the Consular, the second one was Sorcerer, third one is the Knight. The fourth one, the Kick to the Groin, is the Smuggler. The fifth one, which was the Grenade, that is the Trooper. And then the last one on their Force Choke, which is one of my favorite, is from the... I got that when I played the Sith Juggernaut. Also with heroics enabled or turned on, you do regenerate some health. We are going all the way down there. Let's see, that looks like it might bring us out the closest, but I think this might actually bring us right next to it. We're gonna go on an adventure and find out. I really enjoy how they tie in so much of the Knights of the Old Republic storyline into this game. It is great. It's still sad that they didn't make a Knights of the Old Republic 3. I would have really enjoyed it. Got lightning in the background, up in the sky. Well, this taxi isn't moving too slow at all. A lot of the taxis I get into, they seem like they are so slow. This one's moving. I like it. And we have arrived at the wall. And let's see if we can make our way over to the slave camp. Oh, that's a longer distance than I thought. Yeah, well, you know, let's just see where this takes us. This ship over here is for a flashpoint. It's kind of like a side quest mission that you can group up with other people. And then that terminal was priority missions or heroic missions. I wasn't really paying any attention. Let's see, if we cross this bridge and take a left, we should be able to make it. Unless this river's going to be in our way. Yeah, we need to turn around. I went the wrong way. I think the other location would bring us closer to where we actually need to be.
Ready for departure.
Yeah, here we
Enjoy
go.
your stay.
Now I think we'll be on the correct path. I think after we are done with the Mercenary story arc or storyline, depending on how far we get, if it's completed or not, maybe I'll do a Force user storyline. I know most people want to watch those anyway, because of course, you know, wielding a lightsaber and throwing lightning out of your hands and Force choking people to death is always more fun than shooting them. But I just find this one, you know, it's pretty fun to play. It's a change. Of course, the first story I ever did was the Sith Juggernaut. Was going to do the Marauder, but you were dual-wielding lightsabers. It might have been fun to play, but I kind of like just one lightsaber. Or the double-bladed lightsaber. Double-bladed lightsaber would be pretty cool if you could energize one side, use it as a single one, and then surprise your enemy by energizing the second one, and boom! Just gut them. Let's see if we can find the correct path. I think I was heading in the wrong way. It doesn't look like there's a path that way that would lead us anywhere but a dead end. Maybe over here? Yeah, I think we're going up over here. Once this map clears up a little bit, we can see where the road will take us. But I'm pretty sure this is the right way now. Looks like it. Looks like some kind of quarry. Help out my fellow players. Not that they needed it. Even though this isn't the first tutorial world, it's still fairly easy when it comes to fighting your enemies. They definitely will get stronger the further we get along. That guy was bringing the pain. Yep, this is the right area. Somewhere over here we will find what we are looking for. I think it's in that tent, but before we go in there, let's kill some of these guys and see if we initiate a bonus mission. Yep, there it is. Defeat rebel slave forces. We got to take out 20 of them, and we got 5 so far. Yeah, I don't like how that took a minute to charge up. I mean, it really didn't take a minute, but I like the instantaneous skills first, or to rather use. Almost halfway done with the bonus mission. Do a little adjusting here. Now, you saw channeled at the top. That means the skill will continue for that amount of time. Yeah, let's see if this works out a little bit better. There are videos out there with people who post their skill rotations. I have looked at those before, but I still prefer to find what works best for me. And why did that not hurt him? That was weird. I'm pretty sure that AoE circle was around him. Must have been a glitch. Glitch in the Matrix. That didn't seem like it did any damage to him either. If you haven't noticed, I do have Mako set for heals. Probably don't really need it, but just makes things a little easier. Five more to go. Level it up. I really enjoy playing the Mercenary.
You're gonna get it now.
My dear Altaka, when I got your message, I could scarcely believe it. We have found each other after all these years.
Oh, looks like a love letter from an Imperial noble, no less. Juicy.
Pay attention. This may help us.
Righto.
It must have been the Force that brought you here to Drummond Curse, dear Altaka. As for your predicament, fear not. I have friends in high places, and for the right price, they have agreed to help me. When the slaves attempt their pitiful revolution, a man will come to you dressed in rags. He will bring you to me. I shall say you are my missing brother. We will be Lord and Lady Dakar. I'm afraid I cannot get you off-world and back to your beloved family, but I promise to make your every moment here a joy. Our lifestyle will be the envy of all, and we'll attend parties at the Nexus Room every night. Be ready to join me, my love.
Wait, so the lady is his lover, but now he's posing as her brother? That's disgusting. Sounds like the Nexus Room is where we'll find these weirdos.
Less talk, more action.
Let's go meet this Lord and Lady Daka. Lead on, boss.
This story just took a weird turn. And we got a long way to go. Let's just fast travel and get it over with. Looks like Nexus Cantina. Hey, my guy didn't wave this time. Maybe that's only with heroics missions. I'm not sure.
About the whole Great Hunt thing. Thanks. It'd mean a lot to Brayden that you stuck with it.
Figure I ought to at least finish this for the old man.
Thanks. I already said that, didn't I? Great Hunt was Brayden's dream. Talked about it for years. Day he told me he'd found you. Should have seen him. Grinning and laughing so much, I thought his face would split in half.
It's not every day you get a shot at the Great Hunt.
Winning this thing, it would have meant more to him than revenge. So I'm gonna skip saying thank you again because you get the idea already. Let's just get moving.
I have to say it again. I like the armor on my guy.
There, sir. Just as I said.
That looks like him, all right. Bounty Hunter. I am Sergeant Warlax of the Imperial Navy. You are commanded to hand over all your weapons and gear immediately.
I don't think so.
Am I under arrest, Sergeant?
Just stay calm and hand over your weapons. Remember, you're an outsider here. I can shoot you just as easily as bring you in.
Sergeant, Darrow Blood here. Have you completed my little errand yet?
Blood, you steaming pile of filth!
Blast it! I told you not to call on this channel.
Everyone who doesn't want to die, leave now.
Oh, this is ridiculously tiresome. He's still alive? What is wrong with you, Sergeant?
Sir? Who's that guy?
Blood, I'll talk to you later. Ignore the chatter, men. Let's take this hunter in.
I don't know what's going on here, Sarge, but I know it stinks.
Yeah. Either you cut us in on this deal, or we walk.
You can't spend credits if you're all dead.
That makes a whole lot of sense. Let's get out of here.
I'm with you.
Cowards! The rest of you, attack!
That was that little jetpack blast skill, just to knock them away, because I saw one of them had a melee weapon. Keep them at a distance and take them out. Little strategy.
Yes, may I help you with something?
Darling, please don't speak to that filthy vagabond. It's clearly not supposed to be here, and we shouldn't let ourselves look like we approve. Come, let us get a drink.
I know who you really are, Lord Daka.
Then you know I am to be, feared, and that you should not keep talking to me.
Stow it, darling. Just feel the smug knowledge radiate from him. We knew this might happen eventually.
Yeah, only so long you can keep dating your brother before something goes wrong.
So you know our little secret. What does an insignificant creature like you want? What would make you dare threaten the noble?
I was promised a pile of credits to take him back to the Republic.
You mean back to my family, don't you? But I thought, you told me I was trapped here, that I would have to forget my family, that this charade was the only way.
Inside voice, darling. I may have exaggerated a bit, but hasn't it been nice here? The parties, the late nights, the intrigues and such?
You witch! Keeping me here as your plaything when I could have been home with my sisters and dear mother.
Ah, you can be such a whiny pain. It's a wonder your nobility. Let us make a new deal, Bounty Hunter.
I'm paying attention.
My darling, my lovely Altaka. Wouldn't you rather stay here with me than run home to your pathetic Republic family?
What? Of course not. You treat me like a pet, and this planet is disgusting. In fact, I'd rather...
Yes, you've made your tiresome viewpoint clear. Then here is what I propose. I assume Altaka's family will pay less for just his body. Kill him, show me the slip, and I'll compensate you the difference.
Oh, what? You want him to kill me?
You think I'd let you walk away and be someone else's pet? Never.
This keeps getting more disturbing.
She's insane. Please, take me back to my family. It would mean so much to them, to my poor mother.
I don't kill people unless I have to.
You've made a very big mistake here today. Now take this thing and leave. Your kind does not belong here.
I'm too good for this place.
Just leave.
Well, that was definitely interesting. Let's go back to our handler and complete our first mission on Droman Kos. Got just threw a snowball. I think that was an NPC. Citadel does look pretty cool, especially with that ship in the background. It's good.
Destination. Enjoy your stay.
What do y'all think of Krista? I kind of like her. She's got a awesome accent. Looks like a badass with that hair. I want to say she's part of the Mandalorians also, but I'm not 100%. I would assume if the Great Hunt is being held by the Mandalorians, that if our handler would also be a Mandalorian. I wonder if we get to be a Mandalorian eventually. That would be pretty cool, huh? And we got some skills. Oh, just one skill. Healing skill. I don't normally use those too much unless I'm in a tight pinch.
Hey there, Hunter. Competition out there is something crazy. A couple of hunters died in the jungles. Big Trandoshan got arrested by the Imperials. You found yourself an unfindable Republic noble. His family was plenty generous with their live bounty.
I need 3 total bounties to get in the melee, correct?
Afraid the rules will change again? Not yet, anyway. Still 3 to win. Your second bounty's a bit of a mystery. Apparently, whoever's stacking the deck against you gonna keep right on stacking.
Hardly surprising.
What I got here is a classified red flag request from Imperial Command. No details, just flashy warnings and a contact. Admiral Frabal, Imperial Navy.
Why would an Imperial officer need me?
Usually because one clawed arm of the old Imperial beast don't want the other to see what it's scratching on. Here's the slip. Frabal's in the city, not all that far a stroll. Go get him.
Well, with that complete, we will go ahead and end the first episode and continue next time, where we will go talk to this Imperial military representative. Until then, I will see you next time.